Okay. Yes,
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you today?
Fine.
Okay, first of all, I would like to start with a small activity. Okay?
Okay.
So the activity that we have for today, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions and then you only have to answer them. Okay? Okay, the first question that I have for you, what students must do in class?
Paying attention to the class.
Okay. If you are thirsty, what beverage would you like to drink?
Water.
Water?
Water.
Okay, thank you. The next question. Can you speak another language?
Another language.
Yes. For example, in my case, I can speak English and French. What about you?
I can speak a little bit of French and English and a little bit of German.
Okay, you speak German as well.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Very
nice. Okay, the next question that I have for you, Laura.
Okay.
If you want to improve your English skills, how would you like to do it?
If I want to improve, I think I would like to practice more. my
Yes.
skills.
Okay. In my case, I would like to improve Japanese. Of course, if I have the chance, I would like to learn Japanese and have a conversation with a person who speaks Japanese, I guess. And the last question. If you are in the cafeteria and you would like to order something, what would you like to order?
Can you repeat it?
Sure. If you are on the cafeteria, right?
Yes.
And then you would like to order something. For example, if I am in the cafeteria, I would like to have a coffee. What about you?
I would like to how do you say empanada?
Empanada. It is the same. Okay. So you would like to order an empanada.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Well, if I am in the cafeteria, I would like to order a croissant, I guess.
A croissant.
A croissant. That is kind of delicious. Okay, okay, Laura. Based on the questions that I have asked you, did you know what is the main topic that we are talking about, or what is the relation that they have? Based on the questions that I have made before.
Maybe the topic that will show that I love.
Okay, that is moral verbs. That's correct. So for today, we are talking about moral verbs. Okay, now I have this question for you. Do you know in which kind of cases do we have to use moral verbs?
Well, like you use a already know, like
Mhm.
questions like likes or dislikes.
Yes, basically when we want to use moral verbs, the main purpose of it is when we are expressing something related with obligation, advices, possibilities, abilities, past abilities, requests, and etc. So well, the first moral verb that we have for today is can. Do you know, Laura, in which kind of cases do we have to use can?
When
For example, this is an example about myself. I can play the piano.
Okay.
And what about you?
I can draw.
And you can draw. That is interesting. Well, as we know, we can use can for abilities. And as well, we can use it for request. For example, but it's kind of informal, you know? For example, you are on the classroom and you want to go to the toilet or restroom. So you can ask the teacher if it is possible that you can go to the bathroom. Yes. Uh-huh.
You see.
Well, the next modal verb that we have, it is could. Do you know, Laura, in which kind of cases do we have to use the modal verb could?
No, I don't know.
Well, basically, it is for past abilities and request as well. But the difference between can and could, it is like for past abilities, as I said before, and you can use it for request as well, but it's more formal. It is like more polite, you know? And well, so for example, could you please, Laura, borrow me your cell phone?
Of course.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, this is yours. Past abilities and request. Formal request, you're right. For example, related with abilities, when I was 10 years old, I could play the violin.
Okay.
Okay. What about you, Laura? Think about that.
Like a possibility
Or a request?
in the future, or
No. Remember when we were talking about could? Basically, it is like a past ability, that you used to do it.
okay.
As I said before, I could play the piano, I could play with my cat, but unfortunately he passed away.
I could play with my dog.
With your dog?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And what was his name?
Rufo.
Rufo?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your participation. So the next modal verb that we have is must. Okay, Laura, do you know in which kind of cases do we have to use the modal verb must?
No, I don't know.
Must, it is for obligations, like a really strong obligation. For example, that you are presenting an exam and you mustn't use your cell phone because that is something that you have to do like really in an important way, you know? As well, another example, for example, imagine that you are on the street and you see a sign that it says don't smoking. So it means that you are not able to do that action. It's something that you mustn't do it.
Okay.
It's clear. Do you have any question?
It's clear.
Please give me an example, Laura.
I must pay attention to this specification.
Yes, that's correct. It's something strong that you must do. So the main purpose, it is for obligation.
Teacher, I have a question.
Sure,
Can
sure.
this is okay?
Okay, that is okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, the next verb, modal verb that I have for you, Laura, it is Will.
For future teacher.
Yes, that's correct. Did you know which kind of cases do we have to use it as well?
Future.
Yes, we have to use it in the future, but what? What is the main purpose?
I don't know. I only know that it's for future.
Okay, that's okay. We use it for possibilities. For example, about myself, I'm not pretty sure, but I think that I will travel next week to Japan.
Okay.
Okay, what about you?
I'm not sure, but I will.
Hello, Daniel. Come here. So, that is basically what we are doing. We are making an explanation of the modal verbs with Laura. Okay, so before we are learning how to use modal verbs, so the first explanation that I explained to Laura, it is can. But I would like to ask you, did you know in which kind of cases do we have to use can?
Most of the time, or
When you have to use it.
to express an ability or
Request. Yes. For example, this is an example about myself. I can speak English and French because that is an ability that a person has. What about you?
I can draw.
Okay, Lara draws as well. So as well we have could. The main use of could is for past abilities. For example, when I was 11 years old, I could play the piano. And as well, I could play the guitar. And we can use it as well for request, like formal request. We can use as well can, but it's like it is better to use a could because that is like more polite. For example, that you are in the cafeteria. I'm sorry, that you are on the classroom, and for example, you forgot your pen, and then you could ask you with the person that you have next to you if he could borrow you a pen. It is good for you guys. Okay. As well, we have must. Must, it is for like an obligation, like a really strong obligation. For example, that you are presenting an exam and then you mustn't use your cell phone. It is clear for you guys? It is like a really strong obligation. And then we continue with will. Well, the main use of will, it is when we are talking about like possibilities, but you are like kind of certain. As I said before, I will travel to Japan next week. Okay, so that is for possibilities. Then we have as well would. I have this question for you guys. Did you know in which kind of situation do we have to use would? Well, we have to use it as well for possibilities or like a request as well. For example, as I said before with Laura, imagine that you are in the cafeteria and you would like to order something. For example, about myself, I would like to have a coffee. You know, that is like a request. For example, something that I would like to do it, I would like to travel to New York. It is clear for you guys? Could you please give me an example? We would?
I would like to participate to